Arnolds and more new De Niros.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Arnold's calling 1-900 lines now. I think it's all going to his head.
Wait till the Shriver finds out about that bill.
Well, he's already in hot water over supposedly grabbing those journalists in England.
Really?
Yeah, he was.
I didn't hear that.
He was playing touchy-feely with a couple of writers.
Oh.
And some TV chick, grabbing her ass and cupping her breast.
Looks like his heart is all set these days, huh?
Once a year, the eyes of the nation turn to this tiny hamlet in western Pennsylvania to watch a master at work. The master? Punxsutawney Phil, the world's most famous weatherman, the groundhog, who, as legend has it, can predict the coming of an early spring. So I guess the question we have to ask ourselves today is, does Phil feel lucky?
I actually like that movie. I know it's kind of a sappy romantic comedy, but Bill Murray.
No, I really enjoy it.
Awesome.
Oh, Bill Murray. If Bill Murray's in it, it's great.
That's Andy McDowell, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Andy McDowell. Right. That's her best movie, probably.
I'm well aware of that. Mm-hmm. Well, Sex, Lies, and Videotapes is pretty good with her. She's looking really good.
That's true.
There.
It's a little, subject matter's a little
pretty bizarre. Wasn't that kind of weird? Let me set up the camera.
Stop it!
Tell me about the first time you saw an erection. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Whew. But, Andy McDowell looking really good. And, the whole idea of continuously repeating a day.
I love the concept. I mean, the idea that, you're just trying to get this chick. It's the only thing you're trying to do. I mean, one day to do it, boy, that would be quite a challenge.
And isn't it great that you're able to continuously repeat the day and try different angles until something works?
Well, assuming that you're going to get somewhere eventually, it could get a little frustrating.
Yeah, right.
Well, let's get, I really want to hear these Arnold calls, but let's do this guy first because we've been promising to call him for a couple of days now. And he did get busted for pot and mushrooms and used medicinal uses for his defense. And he got off. And the pot part didn't shock me. The mushroom thing was a little surprising.
Very.
And I guess his illness is... they're not quite satisfied as to exactly what his diagnosis is or what's wrong with him, but I'm sure he'll tell us.
Does grass make you horny?
Alan at 19 after 8 o'clock, where it is 25 out and temperature kind of dropping to around 15 by this afternoon, and then tonight we'll drop to 10. Tomorrow 27 for the high with a chance of light snow. Sunday upper 30s. It's 25 now at the...
Good morning.
Hello, Alan.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's Drew and Mike calling, WRIF Radio. How you doing?
Hey, guy.
We got a message from you, and we're just calling to congratulate you on winning your trial.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's huge.
How are you feeling? I know you're not well.
Oh, I'm exhausted. Financially, but physically, I just have to rest.
Oh man, what is your prognosis?
I'm a cancer survivor. My prognosis, like every disabled veteran, I will live a shortened life in greater poverty and eventually die of my wounds.
Of what?
I will eventually die of my wounds.
Oh, of your...
As a cancer survivor. Right now, I'm doing kind of like okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing all the right things that a long-term cancer survivor does.
Right.
But eventually, one of these days, all the good things that I'm doing are going to stop working, and the cancer will take over the rest of my body.
Jeez.
What kind of cancer is it, Alan?
It's 2, papillary follicular combination.
What I don't understand is that in your situation, why would they come and arrest you? It just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like rubbing it in.
It seems incredible because the federal government has a federal medical marijuana program, and there's currently 8 patients in it, and they get 300 to 600 marijuana cigarettes a month.
Yeah, we've talked to LV and also...
and your tax dollars pay for that. But on the other side of the government, your tax dollars are putting cancer patients and AIDS patients in jail.
And the mushrooms now, what positive effect do those have? Because some people, they knew about, a lot of people were protected legally in terms of pot.
These were California native mushrooms they grow in your backyard. And the California poppy is a state flower. If you test it enough and long enough, you're going to get a positive reading for opium or heroin.
Tell us how pot helps you, as a cancer survivor. How is it helping you? Because I've heard people say that pot has some real positive effect in the lungs or the capillaries or something.
Well, there's the 405 biochemicals which are different than the THC, which is the part that's hallucinogenic. It quits working after a while on the mind, but the body does just fine. And apparently, and this is anecdotal, but over the Arab countries, they've been smoking hash out of water pipes for thousands of years, and the Rastafarians and the Caribbeans, these so-called uncivilized countries, they have a lower cancer rate than we do.
What is it? What do you think it does for you? Do you know?
Well, the nausea, the pain, it changes your blood chemistry. It doesn't really work on your nervous system, or so I understand.
Does it make you hungry? Does it help your appetite?
Yeah, it does. It does. It helps me. It's strange. It helps me go to sleep. It helps me wake up. It helps me do activities of daily living.
Well, I know, there's a period in my life where I knew a lot of guys who they pretty much got high for anything, and they could get up for anything, smoking pot, and they probably smoked as much as you do, but they thought they were getting high. I mean, they weren't using it for any medical purpose, but I mean, they did seem to get awfully psyched up for things.
Yeah, sometimes it evolves. It evolves that way, but other times, it can be used. Well, over in Vietnam, they used to get ripped out on heroin, because the poppies were growing there.
Wow! Boy, I saw some Nam films the other day, and these guys they were blowing shotguns right through the end of the rifle. And everybody was gathered around the end of the barrels, just smoke's just pouring through there, and everybody's like, "Oh man, were they wasted?"
Are you planning to wake and bake today?
Huh?
Are you going to wake and bake today?
Well, as soon as I get up, I burn. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you smoke joints or bowls or bongs or?
Well, it's referred to as growers' joints. They're about 2 grams. They're big, fat ones, and I only go through about the first half. The back half, I use to filter it. I'm trying to get myself a water pipe and an autolyzer. An autolyzer costs about $200-300.
What's an autolyzer? What's that?
It's kind of a bong that you can put water in it, but it uses an electrical heating element that toasts the cannabis oils at 140 degrees.
Whoa!
Do you hold the hits in your lungs when you take them, or do you just pretty much blow them out?
No, I hold them. And
do you have any friends who are also having medical problems that you can smoke with and call them your symptoms together, or do you have to pretty much go solo?
Well, it's kind of solo. Sam, Sonoma Alliance for Medical Marijuana, they've been very helpful and generous. They have a website, www.samm.net, and if your listeners could send $1 or $5 to Sam, I think it's P.O. Box 370, Forestville, California 95436.
And will they buy some pot for people like yourself?
They'll mostly get you a lawyer and start helping you. I'm the 22nd patient to be harassed by the county government here.
God almighty.
Alan, you weren't smoking like a big fat doobie on the porch or anything, were you? No.
I don't do it in front of children. I do it in the privacy of my own home.
How did they bust you exactly?
Well, they did it in the privacy of my own home.
Did they have a search warrant or what?
Huh?
They have a search warrant?
They swore out a warrant. They lied.
Well, what possessed them to pursue a warrant? I mean, what did they observe that would, trip them into going and getting a warrant?
Well, I sent them a letter with my lawyer 10 months before I was busted, informing them that I was growing, that I was a patient. Please investigate me. I want to do this right so I don't get arrested.
So you flagged it, and they had the opposite reaction that you would suspect, and then wham.
Well, yeah, they said they didn't target me, and they said this was kind of a whole bunch of series of coincidental accidents. And one would have to think that the sheriff's department...
It's not an accident, they have a warrant.
Bills.
There's no accident, they have a warrant, for crying out loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they went to work, and and even the district attorney, copies were sent to the DA and to the sheriff, and everybody was just taking stupid pills and didn't know what was going on and pretending not to know.
And they found the mushrooms when they came in for the pot?
On the second bus, three months after the first one, they came back a second time and took a second batch of medicine that I was growing.
Had you written them another letter saying that I do have this problem and I still probably want to smoke some pot?
I addressed it out to Judge Hardcastle. My doctor did. We sent copies to the DA, informed everybody, and they busted me a second time.
And
anyway.
you said, like, hey, guys, I just want you to know I have a yard full of mushrooms, and, man, they're very prosperous back there. They're huge.
Well, if I had mushrooms growing out of this soil, I guess they could have charged me for cultivation.
So they didn't walk in your house, see all over your dining room table, just giant, big quart freezer bags full of mushrooms and...
No, it was just a couple of things that by the compost.
Gotcha, so the idea was, would you say your advice if there's some cancer patients or anyone else, MS, or that are listening who use pot medicinally, is probably to just lay low and not inform the police?
Well, here in California, maybe other states are much more sane and
not really
civilized.
They busted this girl with MS in Ann Arbor quite a few times, and she.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'd say lay low. Don't tell your neighbors. You might have to put kind of like a criminal mentality on.
Yeah. Don't write a letter to the police saying you have it.
Get this thing undercover. As much as you can. It's expensive to do that. Get your paperwork together. Get yourself a lawyer, and go take care of yourself or your other caregiver. And hope they don't harass you and abuse you.
Now, why do you get the lawyer ahead of time? Just because you're pretty sure you're going to be busted because you are smoking an awful lot of pot?
A complaining informant, somebody you know who you thought was a friend who turns on you, and or there might be have a belief structure like they're a Christian fundamentalist, and you can't get beyond that. The world is flat. Abortion is murder, and plants are evil. And you go ahead and show up Genesis 1:28, and they hate stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't like intelligent stoners.
Or Exodus 21:22 through 27. That shows a fight where two men accidentally hurt a pregnant woman, and her fetus do come out dead. And in that case, only damages are paid to the woman. But if you're
informed
a woman in a sword fight, you have to give damages.
Informed stoners can really be dangerous to these kind of people.
Yeah, and in the Bible, abortion's not murder, according to Exodus, anyway.
Well, no, I don't know if we want to really get into abortion, because that's just an endless... nobody seems to be able to change your mind about that one way or the other. But
one would think it would be individual choice, personal choice. You're not hurting anybody. You're dying from cancer anyway.
You didn't write letters about your pot use to the Right to Life group or anything like that, did you?
Huh?
You didn't write letters about your pot use to Right to Life or anything like that?
I got a big mouth. I got a lot of near-death experiences, and it's an incredible...
Does grass make you horny?
...that I've had. And I don't think the Christian fundamentals, they don't like me too much.
I mean, how do they know you, though?
Through the internet. I'm somebody, SUMBUDDIE, and it's just word of mouth. I'm supposed to be some kind of big celebrity. I ain't got a buck to my name.
You mean from your extensive pot use and
no, my near-death experiences, not my extensive pot
I
use.
see.
No.
Oh, wow.
I've had cancer, and I've been really, really bad and sick for the last 20 years.
God, well, that's amazing that you've hung on so long. I hope your health continues to hang in there for you.
Yeah. Well, what they say in the cancer community, I don't know if you're going to beat this out, but the bastards and bitches do best.
Well, Alan, hang in there, and congratulations on beating the system out, the Big Brother system out there, man.
Well, hoorah to you guys, and thank you, Detroit City, and all you guys out there in the Midwest. You guys turn the wheel and do a good job. I'm so proud of you guys.
Hey, thanks, Alan. We'll give out the information again if somebody wants to send some money to buy you some pot.
SAMM, S-A-M-M, Sonoma Lines for Medical Marijuana. P.O. Box 370, Forestville, California, 95436. And the website is www.samm.net.
Well, good luck, Alan. I hope you feel better.
Good job, guys.
Right, thanks a lot.
Hoorah.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Does grass make you horny?
Good job, guys. Well, thank you.
He seems awfully high for a guy who says he smokes so much he's not high. I think he's permanently high, isn't he?
I know. Well, you know what? It's like all the time everybody always says, oh, no, I don't get a buzz. Nah, it's lousy pot. And then they go and they gap and the phone disconnects. And
LV,
I mean...
LV never smoked pot, but then she started smoking pot for glaucoma. Next thing you know, she's putting
parachutes over her bed,
Right.
bead doors.
All her
and
clothes are pot.
made of pot. Exactly. I know. It's
She's got little fish nets,
know.
hanging from every ceiling in the room.
the minute they get
Hendrix
involved,
posters, black lights
Exactly.
everywhere, and she's like, "I don't even get high."
exactly. The
Hendrix
whole
is
thing.
blaring in the
I know.
background. Wind cried
I know.
Mary like 7 times in a row.
Honest to God, man, it's like, swear to God, every time it's like their life rewinds to circa 1967 and then just parks there. It really does. It really
But
does.
you know, you can't really get on a guy who's got cancer, although he has
Well, no.
survived 20 years. I mean,
I know.
Seems like he's doing pretty well under the circumstances. I don't know if it's the pot or
I know.
the doctors are a little overly dramatic with him or what.
I know. It must be he's a bastard, by his own words. The bastards
Yeah.
and bitches do best.
But that's really funny, the idea that, you know, hey, send a buck and buy me some pot and some lawyers.
I just got to tell you, it's pretty, it's not rocket science. You don't write the police department and say,
I know.
I've got a house full of pot, and then write them another letter and say, oh, and I
After
just
you've been
added some
busted
mushrooms.
once.
Yeah.
Well, after you've been busted once
Yeah.
and say,
Yeah.
hey, I know you guys
Yeah.
bust me and everything, but I'm still
Yeah.
growing pot.
Yeah.
I do have this cancer situation.
pretty
so
easy to understand
I
that
know
you
that
don't
was a
sit
mistake.
down.
The first bust was obviously a mistake.
I'll tell you one thing. I didn't ask him if he had a computer or not, but I fear if he does or if he gets one, the first thing he may do is set up a brand new email and email all of the police officers everywhere to say, and I had some microdot to my garden, a little hash, and but you know it's all a medical thing.
hash oil. It's in the bedstand,
Right next-
side of the bed as you face it,
Right next to
the Hendrix poster.
120 G's worth of heroin. But I'm just being cool and letting you know about it.
Does grass make you horny?
Eight 8:33 at WRIF. Stop by your neighborhood Dunkin' Donuts and start every day off with a cup of delicious fresh brewed coffee. Try original, decaf, hazelnut, French vanilla, or coffee blend. Dunkin' Donuts provides the preferred coffee and baked goods for the Drew and Mike Show. We love their coffee.
God, yeah.
Kel's up on the screen there. Let's roll on that and come back to this doofus.
He is really a drag.
No, you know, I'm confused. If he snuck beef jerky, and I think that's pretty impressive. I mean, it's
Very
Survivor. It's
impressive.
survival of the fittest.
He's an army captain. Must have learned it.
You know, it must be nice to work for the government in the army. You can just blow out for 6 or 7 weeks and be on a
sure.
TV show.
I guess, apparently, yeah. Just sit there long enough, become a captain. Maybe by
Isn't
virtue
it-
of your length of service.
But I didn't think you could just blow out for 6 or 7 weeks
Well,
out of the army.
I don't know, and I can't imagine how he could ever sneak beef jerky into this island. I would think. I mean, I guess I can't imagine them strip searching. I just can't imagine anybody doing it to begin
He
with.
probably likes beef jerky better if it's been,
yeah,
in his
marinated
genital
on
area
his
for a
balls.
while.
He marinates beef jerky a la testy.
Well,
I mean, I don't know where he put it.
we'll come back to this turd in a few minutes. He's been on with Brian Gumble getting
God, I know it.
the once-over.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who is this?
I'm Detective John Kimball.
Is this the sex
Where are you
line?
calling from, Mr.
Not yet.
Kimball?
Okay.
Hey, I'm a police officer.
Okay. What can I do for you?
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Yes.
Where are you calling from?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
What city are you from?
I'm a cop, you idiot!
You're a cop, my idiot. I think you're an idiot.
Stop
You
it!
blocked out your phone.
Stop whining. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Detective John Kimball.
Your name is John Kimball. What city are you calling from, Mr. Kimball?
You lack discipline.
Do I like discipline? No, I think you like discipline.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Whenever
You
you want to
son of a bitch.
do that. Bye.
Thank you for calling customer service. My name's How can I help you?
You son of a bitch. How are you? How are you?
Is there something that I can help you with today, sir?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately. Who is your daddy?
This is the hottest new way to browse messages.
Yeah.
Talk live with local callers or connect with people from across the country. This service is always free for ladies. If you're a man
For
and
ladies.
are calling this number,
Uh-oh.
please
Yes.
hang up
Free.
and call
Women.
1-900. Ladies, please hold.
Ladies, please.
I need to verify your age.
Yes.
I need to verify your age.
Yeah.
You need to call 1-800.
I'm Detective John Kimball.
Excuse me?
I'm Detective John Kimball.
Can you hold just a minute?
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Who are you?
Hi, can I help you?
How are you?
No, you need to call 1-800-414.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Yeah, okay.
Callers under
Intimidated by the
18
detective
must
status.
hang up now.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, baby. Welcome to the hot new way to
Stop
talk
whining.
to girls just like me. We'll give you
Stop it.
anything you want to get this hot, steamy sex that you're looking for. Call 1-00.
Nasha, do you come about the work at home program?
Yeah.
May I have the extension number from the ad that you're looking at, please?
Yes. Yes.
May I have the extension number from the ad that you're looking at?
Yeah.
They just think that they're
Well,
talking
what is
to
it?
ass.
Stop it. Who are you?
It's decided they're just speaking with simply an asshole, you know?
How are you?
Good. How are you? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, who's calling?
I'm Detective John Kimball.
John Kimball.
Yes.
When's your birthday, John?
I'm a cop, you idiot.
Okay.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately. Stop it.
Aye. When's your birthday, John?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. Stop whining. I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Shoot.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
My daddy is.
Yeah.
It gives light, shines in the sky.
Who is your daddy?
Father Sky.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Welcome to the Psychic Network. The cost of this call is $3.99 per minute. Billing begins 3 seconds after you hear the tone. If you do not wish to be billed, please hang up now. You must be 18 or have the permission of a parent or legal guardian to call for entertainment only.
Okay, bye.
We have selected a psychic especially for you. Please hold while we connect your call.
I picked one for Robert De Niro.
Welcome to the psychic. Let me have your first name, please.
Yeah, is this Lester?
Excuse me?
Yeah, is this Lester?
Yeah, you need to go off with the speakerphone.
This is Sam Rothstein. I want to talk to Ginger. Put her on the phone.
Who?
This is Sam Rothstein.
Well, I don't know who you are. You call it psychic line?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So do you like talk to who? I don't can connect you, okay?
What?
I don't can... Hello?
Yeah.
You sir, you need to go on the right phone. I don't can hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Can I ask you something?
Did you call her before?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me connect you to her, okay?
Okay.
You didn't speak to me earlier.
Okay.
Hello?
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 Yeah, who is it?
Who are you?
This is Sam Rothstein. I want to talk to Ginger. Put her on the phone.
Who?
This is Sam Rothstein.
Sam Rothstein.
Yeah.
I think you got the wrong number, sir.
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you, idiot?
What are you, stupid?
Are you stupid?
Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Oh!
Why are you scared?
If I hear any more out of you, I'm going to bust your head, and I'm going to stick your head in the toilet bowl, and I'm going to make it stay there.
You listen to me, you piece of...
easy.
Don't you call my house again.
Son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch, mother...
We're
bastard.
friends. What are you, stupid?
You stupid.
Take it easy.
You calling my house?
I know you all of 2 minutes, and already I don't like it.
I don't like you either, you piece of shit.
Wow, is she feisty? Holy God!
Oh, man.
That was excellent. That was great. Wow. Holy God. Oh, this is great fun. This is fantastic.
You know what really makes me laugh about Arnold
balls.
is there's only like 7 things he can say.
Yeah,
And
right.
you're just kind of going through. You sort of know what he has to say,
Oh, yeah,
even though
absolutely.
it may not work.
Right.
Your options are so limited.
Yeah, but it's either people are going to just decide that this is a complete idiot, moron, slow, whatever.
We got to take a break. It's 8:41 at WRIF. When we come back,
Funny stuff.
We'll find out how Kel's interview went after being booted off Survivor last night. You know, this really bums me out. There was a web rumor that Kel was going to be kicked off the show last night, and people claimed they'd seen upcoming promos.
Oh, is that the one?
And he was missing or something? Yeah, and that's the guy. It turned out they were right. And now I've got email this morning saying that someone wants to tell us who's going to win the show.
Oh, no, I don't want to know that.
Well, that's what I kind of said. I'm not sure I want to know.
No,
but
you don't want to know that.
I think maybe we'll have to have Mark call them, ruin it for him, and then he can keep track of if it's true.
I don't care. I want to know.
Well, this is what's this is what I was wondering about. You know, when you go into Survivor 2, by then people kind of know how this stuff works, and it gets more and more precarious to protect this stuff.
Well, there's so much time between when it's done and when it all finishes airing. There's so many people who run their mouths.
Oh, that's like opening up a Christmas present a month in advance, and you know what it is, and it's like the big gift for you, you know, the greatest one of all. And now you know what it is, wrecks it.
We'll be right back. It's 18 in front of 9 o'clock, 24 degrees at the RIF.
Drew and Mike.
We couldn't bother you for an ID where you call us a couple of ninnies, could we?
I'm sure you must be a couple of ninnies.
101 WRIF. Riff. Because you couldn't wait any longer. One Drew and Mike on the Riff. Too cool, man.
All my days I've lived with my disgrace. I'm afraid to show my face, or at least take off my underwear. See, I was born like a halfway neutered pet. I don't have a matching set. It's a part of me that just ain't there. Please don't stare. Well, I'm a gambling man without 2 dice. I'm like Uncle Ben with only 1 grain of rice. Oh, to have 2 testes would be so nice, but I'm half a man. Yeah, I'm half a man. Wanna die, and it all just call it quits. I can't find a cup that fits, and at baseball games I feel so dumb when I hear oh my God, how could you have been so cruel to give me 1 family jewel, and the one that's there must feel so sad. He's a lonely Ned. Well, I'm a marathon runner with just 1 leg. I'm a fallopian tube with just 1 egg. Oh, I want another testy. Do I have to beg or be half a man?
My husband has 3 testicles.
Half a man. Oh. Well, I'm a Tweedledee with no Tweedledum, and I'm a Siskel and a Ebert with just 1 thumb, and I'm a yo-ho-ho with no bottle of rum. I'm just half a man. Yeah, I'm half a man.
My husband has 3 testicles.
Drew and Mike.
Talking about guys with pottery on their heads and boners.
101 WRIF. Riff. Because you couldn't wait any longer. 101 WRIF brings you Maui Time 2K1.
You could be basking in the sunshine, warm sands, and blue water of beautiful Kaanapali Beach in Maui. Just keep it on the riff for your chance to win.
When you hear Big Daddy Arthur Penhollow shout those magic words, be the 29th caller on the riff line. Sunny skies and warm weather are in your future on the breathtaking beaches of Maui. It's a riff tradition. Maui Time 2K1.
Listen today, starting with a Dock of Rock, Doug Podell, for your next chance to win.
From Budweiser, the king of beers, and your home for Maui Time 2K1. Where else but the Riff? 101 WRIF. Riff rock. Baby!
Imagine 35 half-naked women really going at each other. You're not dreaming. It's real. Get ready for the toughest women wrestling for 2.5 hours live. Wow, Women of Wrestling Unleashed is on In Demand Sunday, February 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. World Champ Danger takes on Terry Gold. Caged Heat meets Harley's Angels in a tag team title match.
Ah, crap. My Federal Express pager just went off. If I can just find it in these rolls of flap, Christ.
Oh no, what FedEx office wants you now?
Malaysia. Let's go. Take me to the airport.
What about Christmas?
We'll have it in the car. Yeah, okay, here, I got you some hand towels. A pager, a journal, and this.
What's this, an engagement ring?
I'll be back New Year's. Open it then. Good luck becoming a professor if I crash.
Chuck, don't be afraid to skip a meal, and here's your gift. It's my grandfather's watch with my picture.
Nice ego, but thanks. Later.
Hours later, FedEx 88, how do you read over?
Where are we?
About 200 miles off course.
Whoa! Whoa! What in the FedEx is going on?
Have a FedEx inflatable raft.
Thank you, FedEx steward. I think I'm dying.
The next day...
Where the hell am I? Holy FedEx! It's an island reef. Help! Help! Crap! Trapped in this gay sweater, no shoes. Hey, wait, there's a body coming in from the FedEx plane crash. Hey, man, sorry you're dead. Nice shoes and a flashlight. Cool.
One day later...
Hey, look at all these FedEx packages floating in from the plane crash. Wow, it's like Christmas opening up all these FedEx packages. Wow, look at this one. Excellent ice skates with blades for chopping wood and opening coconuts. 2 left. I'll open one and save the last one for the end so that the movie makes sense. This one I pray is either a naked woman or a volleyball. Wow, it's a Wilson volleyball. Hey, I'll call you Wilson. Wilson? What? Hey, wait, hold it. What are you doing with my crotch? Wilson. Oh, Wilson, all right. Oh, decent. Whoa, you're quite a slut.
4 years later and 50 pounds lighter.
Okay, Wilson. I'll just take a whiz and we'll get on this raft I built with half a porta-john and these logs and rope I perfectly measured and constructed, even though I was coolest 4 years ago. Okay, here we go, Wilson. Bring the FedEx package we haven't opened for no apparent reason, even though it might have helped. Watch out, Wilson! Wilson? Are you okay? Hey, answer me! Don't act like an inanimate object! Wilson! Wilson!
Days later...
A boat! Whatever. I don't care. I'm so cooked, and I've lost Wilson.
4 weeks later...
Stan, it's great to be back on the FedEx plane.
Yeah, right, Chuck.
And I'm sorry I wasn't there for you when your wife died.
Don't be an asshole, Chuck. You were stuck on an island banging a volleyball. How the hell could you be there for me? What an idiot.
Yeah, you're right. That was stupid. Anyway, I hope I see Kelly when the FedEx plane lands.
She'll be there, Chuck, but a lot's changed. A woman can only use a crotch post for so long.
Yeah, whatever.
Hours later at the airport...
Federal Express welcomes Chuck Nolan. Woo! Hey, Chucker. FedEx.
Gee, this is great, but where's Kelly?
Hey, Chuck, I'm Jerry, your old dentist.
Yeah?
Yeah, when you lost with that volleyball, I started banging Kelly. Knocked her up and We're pretty motherfucking happy. She don't want to boink you no more, but anyway, good luck, ma'am.
Jeez, what a slut. Thanks, Jerry. Cabby, take me and my FedEx package to Kelly's house.
You are wanting you and your FedEx package?
Nice knowing English. Yeah, that's what I said.
Chuck!
Kelly! Hey, here's your grandfather's stupid watch back just to make you feel more guilty.
Chuck, it's your gift. Hey, why is there a picture of a volleyball covered with semen in here?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Come here, look at all these maps. You can see how hard I looked for you before I let Jerry hose me.
Yeah, right. I thought you were going to be a professor, not a receptacle.
Chuck, I still have our car. Why don't you take it?
Sure. I got a FedEx package to deliver. Later, bitch.
Chuck! Chuck!
Kelly?
Chuck.
Are we going to do it?
No, I'm just going to deeply kiss you, then tell you that you're the love of my life, and give you blue balls.
You got to go home, slut.
Bye, Chuck. Good luck with the FedEx packages.
1 day later.
Jeez, I'd have never delivered this FedEx package if I knew I'd have to go to the only house in Cornfield, USA. Hey, that hot chick is going towards the house.
Hey, cowboy, you look lost.
Well, yeah. Me and my volleyball just broke up. Where am I?
Well, that way is north, this way is south, that way is east, and this is the way to get a fresh start by pile driving me after I open my FedEx package.
Hey, let me look at the camera with a boner and I'll be right there. Oh, man, it's my lucky day. Your head looks just like a volleyball. Oh, baby, get ready for a volcano.
Drew and Mike.
Are you two dating?
101 WRIF. The Riff. On 101 WRIF Detroit.
Well, let's move on to Mr. Masseur. Dennis, he's a specialist, and that's what you got to do. You got to find a niche in an industry, and he's done that. He massages abductees, alien abductees. Don't know if he's ever given Stan a back rub.
I don't think so.
But let's find out about this.
No, for God's sake.
Hello, is Dennis there? Hey, Dennis, it's Drew and Mike calling on WRIF Radio. How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Good.
Great. All right, now, you're the guy that massages UFO abductees?
I attempt.
Now, how do you know that this person is actually been abducted by aliens?
Most of the screening process is taking place on the phone when I talk with them. And if they're not being truthful, then they lose out on part of the treatment.
Okay.
It's entirely up to them to be very truthful about what is happening to them or what they perceive as the truth for them.
What if, Dennis, you got a situation where it's just some gay guy who wants to be massaged by another man, and so he makes up this story, and he comes in and he really doesn't care?
Well, that part is not touched anyways. We don't do the...
Yeah, but it could be just by virtue of the fact of another man rubbing his shoulders, he could pop one, you know.
Well, that's his problem, and we don't pay attention to the area.
You stop the treatment immediately if there's a rise in the trouser?
Well, I'm not usually paying attention until
till it's too late
to another part of the body, and then I usually can tell. But
where do the abductees have to be massaged?
Excuse me?
Where do they? I mean, what makes this different from a normal massage?
It's the process of being massaged. It's what happens during the massage. Images pop up, and it's up to the client to deal with them the way they feel fit. You know, if they see images that are frightening, then if they let me know, then I have the name of some psychologists that are very, very helpful, and I transfer the information to them, and it's up to them to actually deal with the rest of the process.
But Dennis, now somebody who thinks they've been abducted by an alien and who is in having a massage, doesn't a wacko like that have images just pop up all the time anyway?
Well, that could be. No?
No, not really.
You make the images pop up somehow?
No, well, I don't know if I do or if it's the technique of massage that releases images in the brain.
Well, so you do massage differently than a normal masseuse?
Not really. I just go slow. I don't go real fast.
Do you start like on the
Swedish massage? It's just a normal Swedish massage. It's real slow, and it just relaxes the client.
Now, where do you massage? You massage like the back, the legs, the buttocks area?
Well, I start from the head, and I just do a normal Swedish massage, which is the head and the scalp. Then I do the abs, and then I do the arms, and then I do the front of the legs, have them turn over, the back, and I do the legs.
No buttocks?
Well, that if they have problems in the area. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah. Are
But
they?
Sometimes, yes, I do.
Are they nude on the table at that point, or no?
They have a sheet covering them.
A sheet covering them. And
Do you massage through the sheet into the buttocks or just right on the buttocks when you do?
Well, we very carefully and skillfully move the towel around so that just what we're working on is exposed.
Okay.
So
Okay.
We move for the leg, and we do the leg, then we cover it over. Then we go to the other leg, and we move the sheet and cover and work on the leg. Then we put it back in place, just like any other massage.
I see.
Nothing really, that different.
No, I mean, that would be pretty normal. Sounds very professional. Not that I'm an expert on being massaged. But what do you charge for this service?
It's $45 for the half hour.
That's just like a normal massage, right?
That's right.
And what if I haven't been abducted and say I've got a particularly sore, maybe a leg or particularly buttocks or something, and I want a massage? Do I have to have been abducted?
No, I do sports massage. I do problem area work. I work on people who do a lot of equestrian riding, who do the cross-country training.
Right.
Right.
You understand what that is?
Oh, yeah.
Who do competitive riding on horses.
Right, like the jumping and so forth.
Jumping,
That would be
absolutely.
kill your butt, I would think.
Well, then you'd need the massage, But again, once again, it's just, to avoid any problems and so forth when you're doing the massage, and then when you're done with that and they flip on their...
Well, I do the front of them, and then we have them turn over, and I do the back. It's like the process is the same. There's no actual change in the process.
I see. What other athletes do you typically massage?
People who do a lot of weightlifting, runners.
Right.
There's not much of a change in that.
Okay. Well, we sure appreciate the information, and if we hear of anybody that needs a massage, particularly somebody that's been abducted, we'll send them your way.
That would be fine.
And then when those images come along, then the person end up saying like, hey, you know what? I feel better after being abducted. Because you're relieving like mental stress and problems as a result of the abduction, right? So once they see the image and it responds, then there's a noticeable mental improvement in the client.
Doesn't that happen with everyone, though?
Yeah, I would think so. I just thought that you only massaged people who were abducted.
No.
That's what I thought originally.
Yeah.
People, when you have stress that is locked up and it gets released, you feel better after.
Okay.
It's like scream therapy.
My anus is killing me.
Yeah.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, I'm certainly not going to help them. So again, if the guy flips over on the table,
yeah,
then you massage.
We just follow the normal process.
Okay. Yeah.
Some.
Yeah. How long does the whole thing take?
Just an hour.
Okay. All right.
Is there a charge for that? Like how much per hour?
Well, it's just $45 for the hour.
Okay.
Oh, for the hour? I thought it was just for a half an hour.
No.
That is
half hour.
Extremely reasonable.
A half hour is $30.
Yep.
And did you have to get certified, I'm sure, to do this?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Good deal.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You have a great day.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my God. No, I could not get the... I just gave up trying to get the question. I just kept seeing a visual image of when the guy flips on his back, this big old boner pops up. Basically, when he rolls on his...
Right.
He's getting his butt massage. So every time you mentioned about the buttocks massage, which was great because you kept deliberately coming back to the buttocks.
Well,
it's
an issue.
But when he said that then they turn over... I just see this big beet red boner that just springs out. Well, I
probably
just kept seeing it. I kept seeing the guy with this towering bone on his back, and
he would have thrown
the whole thing.
He would have covered it. He would have covered it.
He would have.
And then he would have duct taped it down.
Yeah.
On top of the towel.
Yeah, and I wanted to say to him that what you do, and I just couldn't. I couldn't get it out. There were some amazing saves there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that
I was
like
struggling because
40 saves.
I wasn't sure what you were going to ask, but I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, I know. And there was the times when I thought, and it was great when you could get off a question where we'd talk a while, giving time to compose. And then some of those questions, he'd just go, yeah. And he'd stop talking too soon. You know, it was like, no, I need more recovery time.
Then I got busted saying my anus was killing me.
Oh, I know it. And then he got, then he was like, well, that's your problem.
As if he wouldn't massage my anus.
Oh, God, are you kidding? You can't keep him away from it.
You just covered up everything else but that. And then focused on that area. Well, if your anus is sore, you cover everything up except that one area, so it's not too erotic.
Can you imagine laying one towel across another one across on the bottom and then one on each side? 4 towels to box off the butthole.
No, I think for that he just has one big one with a hole in it.
Oh, that's right. He'd get out the scissors and cut Daddy an eye.
Oh, come on. It's a normal gig. Don't act like it's something freaky.
Hey, shouldn't he been more compassionate when you announced that? I mean, he seemed to cop a toot, kind of. You know?
I think he...
oh, God.
He may have felt that the comment was disingenuous.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Unlike everything before it, right?
Not that he's never heard that comment before.
Yeah, make no mistake there. Oh, God. Oh, that.
Hey, Detroit, this is Daddy Howard from California talking, and you're listening to my number one boys, Drew and Mike, from 101 WRIF in Detroit, Michigan.
Drew and Mike in the morning.
How is this not pandering and prostitution? And why is no one being prosecuted?
Yahweh.
Unstoppable rock all day long. 101 WRIF Detroit.